I'm Krissie.
And I'm Catherine.
And we are travelling gleefully. We are here in Malmö, Sweden for only 2 days, but we're excited to look around. We came from Oslo and we're heading to Copenhagen, and the bus basically came through here anyway. And it was pretty late, so we figured we would just stop here for a couple of days and check it out on our way through to Denmark.
Also, it would be very disappointing if we travelled through Sweden for like 7 hours on a bus and didn't stop. So we had to stop.
Yeah, because then people would be like, have you been to Sweden? And we'd be like, well,
Sort of.
kind of, which we don't like. So
No.
we've stopped here to check it out. This building you can see behind us, I don't know how, called the Turning Torso, which you can kind of...
It looks like a spine.
Yeah, it looks like a spine with like a rib cage
Yeah.
on it, which is pretty cool. So we're gonna go have a look at that and then go check out the city. So you can really see from like right underneath it the twist it's got. It turns 90 degrees between the base and the top. And what I didn't realize is that it's actually residential. Like, it's got office space on the first 12 floors and then some conference rooms up the top, but the rest of it is actually residential, which I thought the whole thing would have been like office space, because imagine living in there. That would be low-key terrifying.
Also, don't mind the giant eye.
Yeah, this is some kind of art installation. Not creepy at all.
Terrifying.
So we walked down from the Turning Torso, which is like in front of us, down to the water, and I'm not sure if you can see it. That bridge,
This bridge here.
and then the land above Catherine's head, if you can see that, it'll be very thin on the horizon.
Yeah.
But that's Denmark over there.
Denmark is just casually...
So like above me is Sweden, and then over here is Denmark, and that's the bridge connecting the two, which we will be on a bus across in 2 days. It will never not be crazy to me that we can just like see another country. Like,
and we can just cross a bridge to
yeah,
get there.
cross a bridge and get there. And like you can see the end of the bridge. That's just another country over there. Like, Australia could never. We are wandering through the castle garden. I don't know how to pronounce the Swedish name, but I'll put it on the screen. But it is so pretty. And like, obviously because it's the middle of winter, there's like, all the trees have no leaves and stuff, but it just looks so nice and like peaceful. And the like water down here. It's so nice.
We found a cute European square.
Look at it.
Krissie will put the name here because we can't pronounce it.
I think it's something like Lilla Torg, but I don't speak Swedish.
No, but it's so cute.
It's so cute. It's one of like 2 main squares in Malmo. I think this is the smaller one. This is the outside of that building we were just in. We were saying we absolutely love with like old buildings how wonky they are, because like partially because of how they were built, but also probably because it's just been standing here for like almost 500 years and it's just made out of timber. But we love a wonky European building.
So we have found the second square.
It's like right around the corner from the first one.
It's bigger,
It's much bigger.
but it still is cute.
We've got a cute little statue in the middle, and then the cute buildings are actually like here and then around here. Oh yes, look at that.
We're really in Europe. There's this very strange thing we've noticed. that they do. So far, we've only seen it happen in Norway and now Sweden. So I'm interested to see if we see it in the rest of Europe. But we have seen quite a few like baby strollers left outside cafes with babies in them, which is horrifying.
Yeah, when we first saw it, we were like, oh, that makes sense. Like, you don't want to take your pram into the cafe. It probably won't fit. So you just leave it inside, like outside, take your baby in. No. They'll leave the babies.
Yeah, and like, I mean...
Usually they're sleeping.
Yeah, they're usually sleeping, and then the person, a couple times we've seen it, the people have been like sitting at the window watching the baby. But I have heard about this before, that there are cities in which like no one would steal a baby, so you just leave it outside. But that is not a thing in Australia. That's scary.
I just feel like I would be paranoid leaving a baby anywhere that is not directly within my house.
Yeah, it's crazy.
If you are from a country in Europe, can you please tell us if this is normal? Does everyone do this?
Yeah, is it normal here, or is it just like kind of weird, but like it happens?
Yeah, we're intrigued.
Let us know. We're in the Malmö castle, which is a museum, and we saw this yesterday and we're like, yeah, we'll come back tomorrow. So we came back expecting like this.
Yeah, it's just like, if you look around, this is like the history of this building, of the castle, like when it was a fort. It's like a deer head on the wall.
So we were expecting this to be an entire museum, but no, we spent like an hour and a half in an aquarium.
Yeah, there's an aquarium, and then we just went up and saw the like art section of the museum, and now we're in the castle section, and then we're going to go down and have a look at the dinosaur section. It's not the museum we expected to come to today.
Like the museum in the castle as opposed to a castle.
Yeah. That's very cool.
Now we're in like a natural history kind of section of the museum.
This place is a lot bigger than we thought it was.
Yeah, and there's like a dinosaur section and a biology section.
It's very cool.
I would recommend this museum. It's got a lot.
And it only cost us like
$5.
it was 40 Swedish krona, which is about $5.50 or $6 Australian.
For like a museum and an aquarium.
Incredible.
Amazing.
Okay, we finished up in the museum. It was so cool.
Yeah, and we were there for like 3.5 hours.
I know, we were expecting to be there for maybe like 45 minutes to an hour.
It just looks like a castle.
We thought it would just be like, this is the outside of the castle. We thought it was just going to be like, you know, just like you just wander through the old castle with like some, you know, bits of information about it. But no, there's like 4 separate kind of areas.
And I feel like it's not really like advertised, because I wanted to go, but I was sort of like, oh yeah, it'll be a nice like hour looking through the history of the castle. But if I had known it was an aquarium,
we would have gone so quick.
Yeah, I would have been a lot more keen.
But no, it was very good. Like, definitely recommend it. It's only like, I think we said like $5 each, $5 or $6 each.
Yeah.
Very good deal.
A great way to spend a couple of hours.
I know, especially when it's cold.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was great. And now we're going to head into the city, have a look around again. We had some Swedish meatballs for lunch at the museum, but we want to see if we can find some other Swedish sweets probably.
Yeah.
Before we leave tomorrow. Okay, we just got ourselves a little Swedish treat, which Catherine has in her pocket. It's a chocolate ball. The Swedish name.
But
we'll get it out in a second. But the Swedish name I would not be able to pronounce if I tried. But yeah, it's a chocolate ball. It's like a little round dessert that like people usually have with coffee. but neither of us drink coffee, so we're just gonna try them. But we actually learned about these from another vlog of Malmo, from 27 Travels. They came here and got one of those with a coffee, and we were like, that looks delicious. So we will also try one and let you know how it is. All right, here she is. Catherine's gonna give it a go. Okay.
It's like a protein ball, but delicious.
It's like chocolatey and oaty, and I think there's a bit of coffee in it.
Yeah, and
It has a slight coffee flavour, but not very strong.
I feel like it's not as like bitty as Australian protein balls. Like we really fill them with like full seeds and oats and stuff, and this is very smooth.
Yeah, it's kind of like the consistency of like a hard mousse.
Yeah,
if
hard
that makes
mousse.
sense.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
But it's delicious. So thanks, Gabby and Shanna, because we wouldn't have had this without you. Good morning on this chilly Swedish day. We are currently waiting for our bus to Copenhagen, which means that our short time in Sweden has come to an end. But we've really enjoyed it. We've I think 1 or 2 days is a good amount of time for Malmo. Like there's not a whole lot of sights to see, but we're glad we stopped because we didn't want to have we had to drive through Sweden anyway between Oslo and Copenhagen, and we didn't want to drive through and then not stop.
Very disappointing.
But I would recommend, especially I know you can day trip here from Copenhagen. I feel like it would be worth it to come here and just go to the museum.
Yeah. Maybe just walk around the town.
Yeah, walk around the town squares because it's super cute.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've enjoyed it, but we are very excited to go to Copenhagen, especially Catherine. She's been looking forward to this for a long time.
Yeah, I've been wanting to go for many years, so it's so exciting to finally go. I don't know, I feel like this trip has been so much and it's just doing stuff that we've been I really want to do that, and we're just actually doing it.
Yeah, I know.
And it's very exciting.
It is. But we will leave you here, and we will see you in Denmark.
Which will be in 2 hours.